Hello once again, and last time we were here we reviewed the Octomore 4.3, which was the most heavily peated whiskey that is available. And at that time I said I don't know when I'd be doing another one, because it's difficult to get something that's different, but we have managed to do that. It's one I've been chasing for some time. It's a whiskey from the most northern distillery on the planet. It's Bivrost Asgard. The name comes from Norse mythology, and excuse me if I read this, but here we go. Asgard is the home of the Azure, the gods of Norse mythology. The world is connected to Midgard, the home of men, by the Northern Light Bridge known as Bivrost, which is the name of the whiskey. And in the centre of Asgard lies Odin's mighty and majestic hall, Valhalla. So that's a little bit of the history of the name Bivrost, and for this particular whiskey, Asgard. Creation of this whiskey, it's Bivrost Asgard single malt whiskey is handcrafted at the world's northernmost distillery in Arctic Norway at 69 degrees north. The malt is made from Nordic barley distilled in a high-tech still and diluted with glacial meltwater. This is a fusion of modern distilling technology and tradition. The maceration of the whiskey, i.e. how it's stored. This whiskey has been stored in selected bourbon and muscatel casks. It has matured in an old underground NATO storage and our modern Viking longhouse. Temperature variations are vast, with an average yearly temperature of only 0.6 degrees C. This is a 5-year-old whiskey from Norway, so very rare whiskey, very difficult to get hold of. Very lucky to be able to see it when it was first released and put my name on a bottle. It's 46% ABV, and bottled in this 50 centilitre bottle at fairly high price of £199.99. So it's one of the most dearest whiskies that I have bought. And as it is Christmas and things have been quite good this Christmas, I thought I'd treat myself. So with difficulty trying to open the bottle, we will eventually see what this one has to offer. Let's see, there we go. Oh, right, first filled in ex-bourbon casks. Immediately get a little bit of sweetness coming from the bottle, so we'll see what we get when we pour out a little of this. There we go. Colour, golden colour there, bit reminiscent of champagne. The muscatel casks are used immediately on collection, and they still have the remnants of the muscatel in there, so that's not drained out. Refilled immediately, so we should be getting a lot of flavour coming from the residue that's left in the cast. Immediate hint of new leather, and there's a sweetness coming through. Vanilla, caramel. Very nice nose to this one. Very nice. A hint of white pepper as well. So see what we get on the palate. I think I'll have just a little glass of water to cleanse the palate. There's raisins, prunes, cinnamon, maybe a hint of ginger. All that one would expect from the sweetness of the muscatel. And the finish, there's that leatheriness, the hint of that coming back on the palate. Just take another sip of water and yeah, definitely the vanillas and caramels on the nose of this one. Sweetness is very much to the fore on the palate. Yes, it's a nice whiskey. Whether £200 for a half-litre bottle, I don't know. Probably not. Probably do much better with your £200 than spending it on a half-litre bottle of whiskey. There are others, I would say, just as good and a lot cheaper. But there we are. It's from the most northern whiskey on the distillery on the planet. I've now been to the 4 points of the compass and most continents that produce whiskey, most countries that produce whiskey, but we'll still have to keep trying and hopefully find something else. Can't promise when that will be, but let's finish this and goodbye.